Hi,
my name is Robin B.
I'm Kay.
We're here from the chatter, and thank you so much for being with us again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you press that bell button because that really helps us out a lot. And thank you for all the supporters that we've gotten so far. But anyway, we're going to talk today about getting your money back. I mean,
Yeah.
from anybody, because
Yeah.
they'll snatch your money out of your bank in a minute, or
Yep.
your credit cards or whatever. But when you say, "Oh, there's a mistake or something's wrong," it takes 7 to 10 days to refund.
Yeah, business days, not
Yeah,
regular days.
business days. I mean, what is that all about? I'm still fighting. I know you guys have done shows on this before. It Anyway, I've been
Yeah.
fighting about a company, mobile company. I'm gonna say it, Spectrum. Mobile, not Spectrum Cable and Internet, because they've been pretty decent. But yeah, I mean, I've been fighting with them for I don't know how long. I got some kind of credit. I disconnected everything, paid for everything, so I don't have nothing to do with them no more.
Mm-hmm.
They charged me again because they said I disconnected on the 2nd and my bill date is on the 1st. So I disconnected after. So they still have to charge me
What?
on the 21st. Wait, that was February. So they took the money out of my account on the 21st. And I called them up and said, wait, I have a credit, blah, 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 blah. It should only come to $10. Next thing I know, I call again and they're telling me I have to wait until the bill cycle. Not 7 to 10 days, the bill cycle. Yeah.
Whoa.
So of course, I raised how because when I called the regular company,
Mm-hmm.
it said I had the credit there. So that's what I told him, man. He was like, oh no, I don't see the credit. And then he comes back and he says, oh, it's pending. It has to be approved, and you probably won't get it until the next billing cycle, which is March 21st.
Whoa.
Yeah. And
So
I'm like,
they,
oh, this is
yeah,
unacceptable because,
yeah,
we've done shows on how, so now you got to complain over something that's so simple,
mm-hmm.
but they'll snatch it out of your account, but all of a sudden they can't put it back in.
Yeah, yeah. It's the because where I worked, we would take the money automatically if there was an error. The person calls irate. They're like, I want a refund and I want a rerun, and I'm like, we got it, but your money's not going to come back right away. It's the chain of command. You put it in
Yeah.
the system, then somebody has to approve it, then somebody has to approve that, then somebody has to approve that. You let one person not be in the office that day, it gets pushed back even more, but there are ways around it. There are ways to expedite it. So what used to take 10 days, 10 business days, if I put an expedite on it, they got the money back within 24 hours,
Yeah.
you
That's how
know?
I had to do some of the stuff that I went through too. You have to learn how to go above and ask for a manager. And when I went through this problem before and asked for the manager, obviously I should ask for his manager. But
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get it off because I was dealing with this too long. And then I told the guy, I said, and take my card off of your account because I never do the
Authorize.
card thing. But they
Yeah.
took it from my regular account because I have
Ooh.
my regular cable and Wi-Fi. They
Yeah.
took it from that because it's the same company. But when you talk to them, they're not the same company, supposedly.
Oh,
But they are the
yeah.
same company. We all know they're the
Yeah.
same company.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if they weren't, they wouldn't be able to take my personal information from my main account,
Right.
right? Yeah, and it's just they'll
But
say no matter what it is. I had this problem with a credit card before.
yeah, there's
They
this.
owed me money. Oh, it takes 7 to 10 days, or like you said, longer. And
Yeah.
yet they'll
Yeah.
take it out like 2 minutes after you pay for
There,
something.
there was supposed to be some kind of legislation introduced before the new presidency came in. There was supposed to be legislation that was introduced that they couldn't do that because the other game was you could sign up online, but in order to cancel your account, you had to call them within a certain amount of
Right.
before the deadline, like within 24 hours or 48 hours before the deadline, in order to get your account canceled. And they were putting a law into place that no, if you sign up online, you got to be able to cancel online. None of this nonsense, jump through the hoop kind of stuff. Because that's right, it's an okie doke that the company is pulling on you. You
Yeah.
know, they got your money. They don't want to release your money, and it's like, oh, give me my money. Where's my refund kind of thing.
But I think I heard of what you're talking about because I know a lot of people are having problems with subscriptions.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah,
subscriptions, and then you have 30 days to cancel within 30 days or something like that.
yeah.
And then they keep taking money out, and then they'll jump to another credit card. I mean, I've heard nightmare stories whereas people have totally disconnected their credit cards, and these big companies have searched them to get
Yes,
another credit card that they own.
yes.
And that's you can't do, and there's no permission for that.
There are instances where, okay, the life alert bracelet things,
Yeah.
the people died and life alert was still taking the money out of their accounts. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the family had to sue to get that money back kind of thing, because they're like, oh, they didn't cancel within the window. How you gonna cancel when you dead? You know what I'm saying?
They use any excuse now. He was talking about I have to wait until. Why do I have to wait until the end? You know what the bad part about that is that when I call and how I call the automated thing, and the automated thing said, "Oh, your next billing date is March 21st." I'm like, how do I have a next billing date when I don't even owe them anything? And they owe me money.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's why you got to be on top of everything. And everything is a fight. I mean, and it's the little things that you have to fight. And it gets, I think they want you to get so tired of fighting until you give up.
Yeah.
It's just, I told you what happened to me with the grocery store. I finally got my $16 back, but it was just the principle of the mere fact that they charged me twice.
Yeah.
And said, oh no, it's not us. You have to call your credit card. I call my credit card. Oh no, they haven't released this yet. And I was like, I'm getting my money one way or another.
Yeah.
And it was only $16, but it was the principle of them running me back and forth and doing this for $16.
Yeah.
First of all, the grocery store should have said, okay, we made the mistake.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, when I left it, because I ended up having to go there personally, she says, oh, I hope you come back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I still will see about that one. It's ridiculous.
It really is.
So if you guys got any experience with this types of stuff, and it's really getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, I think more higher ups, more CEOs need to do undercover or whatever to see what their customer goes through. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's like, oh, I had no idea that that's how it worked. And you look at the CEO like it came down from your office.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's just crazy. But in the meantime, it's the consumer that's getting messed over. And we gotta fight. We gotta fight in so many different ways right now. But I mean, the little thing, like you said, $16 here, $12 here, $25 there, that stuff starts adding up.
Exactly.
And if they drop the ball and you got to go after them again, you get even more frustrated. It's like, and it's I hate to blame it, but I'm blaming it on the computers, because
I think I don't know what I told you. I think we did a show on it when the computer automatically took the money out of the wrong account.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I kept saying, no, I want to pay, do you next time I'm hearing, oh, the confirmation number is.
Yeah. I mean, you can't automate stuff. There has to be human interaction because not everything is clockwork.
Right. Not everything is straight and dry. Some things need to be spoken about.
Yeah. So who knows?
I know, but the moral of this is that, you have to fight, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you said about the CEOs not knowing, that's when we have to call and start asking for upper ups, Let me speak to your boss then. And it's just a principle, and they'll look at you like you're stupid, like, oh, this is only $16. Well, give me back my money then.
Yeah.
It was only $16. And to me, it was only $16. But the fact is, you're not going to keep getting over on me. Like you said, $25 here, $25 now from this company, $16 from them.
Yeah.
That's $40-something right there.
Yeah.
Out of my money.
It all adds up.
It does add up. So anyway, if you guys have any experience or whatever, please let us know. But you just gotta keep it up because they want you to be tired. They want you to say, forget it. I'm not doing this. Because I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you, with that $16, I was thinking about it because now I had to go down there, talk to the manager, do all this, then come back home, call the bank again or the credit card or whatever. It
Yeah.
was like, it took me like out of my life, it took 4 hours
Yeah. Yeah.
or more
For their mistake.
for their mistake for
Yeah.
double charging me on my card,
Yeah.
and the frustrations of it all.
Right. Right.
So,
That, that's when they need
we,
that's when they need that and 10% policy. Because they had that price match, or we'll match that price and give you 10% extra. When you mess up, you give me my money and 10%. And guess
whatever
how?
happened to if you go to a grocery store? I haven't heard this in a long time, and they charge you the wrong price and they give you a second one free. Like they'll give you another one free. I used to get over on that a lot.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
But I haven't.
they're not doing that anymore. Next thing they'll be giving us like a coupon for a discount on like eggs or something. You know what I'm saying? It's $5 off your next purchase of eggs. It's like, come on now. It's like,
No, I already loaded up on your eggs. Just give me my money back.
yeah,
I'll choose where I want to buy my eggs from.
yeah,
Okay?
it's
You give me
crazy.
5, but the eggs cost 12. So look,
Yeah, yeah,
I'll choose where I want to go.
And the other thing that they say is going to go up is orange juice now. So I mean, it's crazy.
I
It's
don't drink
crazy
orange juice
times.
that often, but the eggs I do. But
I mean, it used to be a treat. I mean, like lobster and steak and all the rest of that. That used to be a treat. Now it's like the egg prices is up there with the lobster prices and stuff. So I'm
it's
just like,
ridiculous.
it really
Oh, I went
is.
to make a cake. I went to buy a cake. I had to end up making a cake. I went to buy a cake. The same cake that cost $9.99, the little symbolism cake or whatever.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was $16. And I knew that was gonna happen because of the price of eggs. I
Wow.
knew that was gonna happen because they're putting eggs. Oh,
Yeah,
another thing I was telling you about cinnamon and different things like that.
yeah.
And all of that stuff is going up. And so the cake is gonna go up.
Wow.
I went and bought and made a cake for $5.
Wow.
I went back to old school.
Yeah, you got to. You
I went
got
back to
to.
old school. I'm like, it's not gonna take me long to make cake because I used to make cakes before, but I stopped.
Yeah.
It's so convenient just to go to the store and buy it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there are a
I'm
lot
like,
of things, a lot
no
of
way I'm
things.
paying for a little symbolism cake. And I end up making a big sheet cake for that amount of
Wow.
money versus the
Okay.
little one I was gonna buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She
You
didn't know
do
no
it.
difference. She had a nice happy birthday and everybody loved the cake. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah, that was good.
That's good.
But anyway, thank you guys for sharing, and subscribing. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you have any stories, please give us comments because we would like to hear your comments about your experiences too as well.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much, and we will see you later from the chatter. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.